Hello everyone and welcome to this video. So in today's video we have a decent limit question that is asking us to find the limit of 2 minus root 3 cosine x minus sine x over 6x minus pi squared if x is approaching pi over 6. So the very first thing that we need to do is to replace pi over 6 as for the x and see what is the answer, like what is the initial answer that we can get from the limit. So I'm going to write down the problem once more. Limit 2 minus root 3 cosine x minus sine x over 6x minus pi squared, x approaching pi over 6. So the numerator would be 2 minus root 3 times root 3 over 2 minus 1 over 2 over 6 times pi over 6 minus pi squared. So the numerator and the denominator would be both equal to 0. So 0 over 0, we know that is not the answer. So we basically need to apply L'Hopital rule. So limit of 2 minus root 3 cosine x minus sine x prime, or the derivative of the numerator over the derivative of the denominator, x approaching pi over 6. Two prime is equal to 0, so the numerator would be negative root 3 cosine x prime minus sine x prime over the denominator. So we basically have a formula in the derivatives that says the derivative of c times u power n is equal to c times n times u prime times u power n minus 1. C and n are both constants. So in here the n is equal to 2, the c is equal to 1, and the u is equal to 6x minus pi. So c times n, or 2 times 1 times 6x minus pi prime times 6x minus pi power 1, x approaching pi over 6. We also have two other formulas in the derivatives, that is for cosine x and sine x. We know that the derivative of cosine x is equal to negative sine x, and also the derivative of sine x is equal to positive cosine x. So I'm going to use these two formulas for the numerator. So it would be limit root 3 sine x minus cosine x over 2 times derivative of 6x minus pi. Well, the derivative of 6x minus pi is actually derivative of 6x minus derivative of pi. The answer is 6. So the denominator would be 2 times 6 times 6x minus pi, x approaching pi over 6. So limit root 3 times sine x minus cosine x over 12 times 6x minus pi, x approaching pi over 6. So I'm going to put pi over 6 as for the x and see what is the answer right now. So it would be root 3 times sine pi over 6 minus cosine pi over 6 over 12 times 6x minus pi, or 6 times pi over 6 minus pi. So if we replace the x, we can see that both of the numerator and the denominator would be equal to 0 again. So 0 over 0. So we basically need to apply the L'Hopital rule once more. So it would be limit root 3 sine x minus cosine x prime, or root 3 sine x prime minus cosine x prime over 12 times 6x minus pi prime, x approaching pi over 6. So the first derivative of root 3 sine x is equal to root 3 cosine x minus negative sine x over, again I'm going to make use of this formula, 12 is the c, u is 6x minus pi, and the n is 1. So the denominator would be 12 times 6 times 6x minus pi power 0 or 1. So the denominator is 12 times 6, and I have to replace the pi over 6 as for the x in the numerator. So it would be root 3 cosine pi over 6 plus sine pi over 6 over 12 times 6, or root 3 times root 3 over 2 plus 1 over 2 over 12 times 6. So the numerator would be 2, denominator is 12 times 6, 2 cancels out with the 12, so it would be 1 over 36 as for the answer. This problem actually has another method of answering, so if anyone knew how to solve the question in another way, I would appreciate if he or she could put the other method in the comment. And thank you very much for watching this video.